Hi, I wanted to make a video today for all my yogi friends, all my dance artist friends, whether you teach a yoga class, whether you take yoga class, whether you dabbled in yoga. And I will, here, let's just say real quick, hi to Suki. While I'm making this video, I am playing with my dog and tossing the tennis ball for her. But something I've been thinking about a lot lately has been that term we call in yoga householder yogi. And from my understanding, for hundreds, if not thousands of years in India, you know, you do have those yogis who can go live in an ashram, or those yogis who do kind of become a monk or a holy religious spiritual person, and I know in the West we always think about that person who goes and lives on the mountaintop, and they really just fully 100,000% dedicate their life to simply yoga and being that kind of monk yogi, or ashram leader yogi. And we do have those yogis, but we also have, and from my understanding this was very prevalent in India, the yogis who they simply have yoga as part of their life. They're still raising kids. They still have a job. They're still maintaining that household and doing all the things that all of us who, we have to work, raise kids, live. We have a whole other life outside of yoga. But they also brought yoga on a regular basis into their life, and they would practice yoga on a daily basis. And, of course, more traditional from India yoga, there's the 8 full limbs of yoga, and yoga asana, or the moving pieces, the exercise pieces, the asana practice is only one limb. And so there are other aspects and limbs of yoga. Another limb, of course, is the yama and niyamas, for those of us who know what those are. And those are just kind of a code, a way for living, kind of a code or a good basis, not quite hardcore rules, but maybe I like to think of them as guidance or suggestions for how to live a better life, how to be a better community member. And a householder yogi literally is somebody who is active and part of a community. Of course, all yogis are part of our community, right? So I guess we can't say that. But just this idea, I just think I've really been thinking a lot about this idea of being a householder yogi, and how yoga can help your life, how yoga enriches our lives. As a mom, the practice of yoga and the practice of coming into my breath, kind of using that movement meditation, and even, really coming into the yamas and niyamas and bringing those guidelines, those helpful hints into my life, that helps me honestly be a better mom. That helps me better in my other jobs. I'm able to either come into that flow, that meditative state better, or I'm able to take those breaths and not be as hyper reactive, as my personality kind of naturally is a little more on the hyper reactive. I got a lot of fire inside of me. So my personality is to be a little more hyper reactive. That's just my natural impulse, right? But yoga kind of reminds me, and that daily practice of yoga helps me come into that smart brain, if you will, a little less the hyper reactive, little more like, okay, let's take that breath. Let's step back. What are the intelligent, best community ways? How will I treat others best? So to me, I just really been thinking a lot about this term householder yogi, and we all don't have to be these super mega yoga gurus, right? We can simply bring yoga into our life and let it help you more. Find those ways that yoga will help your daily life. And so therefore you are out being other parts of the community, right? Like, yes, we're always going to make space for the yoga guru, for the, those who choose to completely dedicate their life towards that spiritual monk, guru, ashram living aspect of yoga. And they definitely bring a lot to yoga as well. But all the rest of us who are still householder yogis, we have a place as well. And yeah, I think that's really my point, is just let yoga help your life. Let yoga help make you happy. Bringing yoga into the greater world community, I really think that could be, like, we could help bring peace to the world. We could help bring a lot more happiness to our world, maybe help decrease some of the consumerism, maybe, finding those smart ways. Maybe bringing more yoga into the world can help all of us start to kind of change our minds and our mindset, our ethos, if you will, into how to help our environment, how to help politics, maybe how to help on a worldwide scale. Just all of us being our best self. How is that going to help our community at large? How is that going to help us kind of think more about some of the things that we do, some of the policies that our world may have? And so, yeah, without going too much more into some of that, I really do wonder, could all of us being our best selves, can that help community at large? Can that help the world at large? Can that help the environment at large? And just that reality that householder yogis, in my opinion, we have a huge part to play there, because we're going to bring that to our community at large. We're going to bring yoga to our world.